I'm at Goddards in York, a lovely arts and crafts garden created by the Terry family of Terry's chocolate fame. The garden has herbaceous borders, terraces, a small kitchen garden, a glass house and much more. And here Tom Longridge grows lots of dahlias which flower right through the summer. Today he's going to show us how he keeps them going year after year. Hiya Tom.
Hi Becky.
It's nice to find you here in your borders. I love these borders here at Goddards. And you've obviously got a lot of dahlias, haven't you?
We do.
Yeah.
Yes.
When did these get planted out?
These got planted out at the end of May, when all the sort of danger of frost has gone, and yeah, they've been flowering in the borders ever since.
They're really prolific, generous flowers, aren't they?
Are, yeah.
So I know they're here for display, and you probably don't cut them, but they do make excellent cut flowers, don't they?
They do, just because they keep on flowering, so they'll just give you a prolific number of flowers across the season. So yeah, they're great for cut flowers.
Okay, well let's see how you lift them.
Okay, so I'm just going to cut back some of this top growth here so I can see where the tubers are. And the main thing is I don't want to damage the tubers, so I'm going to just ease the spade in quite gently and at a decent distance from the base of the plant. And what I'm going to do is just knock off some of the soil. And again, just being careful to tease off some of the soil.
Yeah.
Which we don't need.
There they are.
And there's the tubers. There we go. So that's ready to go down to the greenhouse now.
Okay, let's go then.
Okay.
Okay, so we've brought them into the potting shed. What's the starting point?
Well, the starting point is to get rid of a little bit more of this damp soil. So I'm just teasing a bit more out, being careful not to damage the tubers. Okay, so the next thing I would do is cut these stems down a little bit.
Okay.
They don't need to be quite so long. So take them down to about 10-15 centimetres. First stage is to really dry this tuber out, and because these stems are hollow and they tend to hold the water and the moisture, we'll dry them out upside down so any of the water can run out, and we'd normally leave those for a good couple of weeks to really dry out thoroughly before we pack them away for the winter. Little handy crate, and just sort of balance them on the edge like that, which is fine, and you can put another one on this side. And then you want to store them in just a dry place. Greenhouse is ideal, or somewhere where it's going to be frost free and dry for a good couple of weeks to come.
Okay, great. So that's the next stage, but can I see how you would then pack them up for the winter once they were dry?
Yeah, sure. So what I normally do is, this is an old mushroom crate. Just line it with some newspaper. Just like that. And at this stage, it can just go in like so. And I have a heated greenhouse here, so I have the right conditions, nice and dry, frost-free. And all I need to do is put over some more newspaper over the top. Just tuck that in, and that's it. I store it under the benches in the greenhouse, and check them once in a while to make sure they're okay, and they're fine till February. Okay, so that looks like a really nice, simple way of doing it if you've got the right growing conditions. But if you're a little bit worried that this place you're storing them in might be a tiny bit damp and you want to sort of protect them even more, there's another way, isn't there? Absolutely, yes, and I'm happy to show you how to do that.
Yeah, that would be great, I think. Thanks.
So what we're going to need for this is some compost. So I've got my peat-free compost here, and just a pot that's going to be big enough to get the tubers in, and you do sometimes need fairly big pots. I'll put a bit of compost at the bottom, and this compost is reasonably dry,
Yeah, that's important, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't want it to be sitting in like wet compost. So, there you go. So just put the tuber into the pot and then pack the compost around it.
So it's really just like as if you were planting it in a pot, isn't it?
It is
Except
really,
that you're
yeah.
using really dry compost and you're not going to water it.
That's right.
Excellent.
There you go. You've still got to put this somewhere nice and dry and frost-free for the winter months. So anywhere like a dry greenhouse or a dry shed would do.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you very much for showing me all those techniques.
No problem.
National Trust gardens can be great sources of inspiration, and our gardeners and volunteers are always happy to talk. So why not come and visit one of our places or get the National Trust School of Gardening from our shop?